Hello guys, welcome back again to another tutorial in XNA. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm making a video in the midst of making another tutorial. But anyways, okay. We were checking if the keyboard was pressing up or if the keyboard was pressing down. And what we want to do is change the selected variable so it changes which button is selected. And so what we're going to do is say if selected is greater than 0. So that basically means that if we press the up arrow and it's not on this button, it can still go up. Otherwise, if it is on this button, it can't go up anymore. So if selected does not equal, if selected is greater than 0, then selected minus minus. Okay, that's that. And then if selected is smaller than let's say button list dot count minus 1 selected plus plus. And this is basically just saying is if it's greater than this button, or if it's smaller than this button. So that basically means if it's any of these three buttons, it can still go down. If it's this button, it can't go down anymore. So that's basically what that means. So this will go up and down and stuff like that. So now it's time to draw the buttons. So we're going to create a for loop for int I equals 0. I has to be smaller than button list dot count and I plus plus. Okay, and then we want to draw the buttons now. So sprite batch dot draw string. We want to use our font. Which font is that? Just call it sprite font. And then our text is going to be our button list, and we're going to use I for its index. So it's going to loop through all the buttons in button list, and it's going to display them. And the position, this is for the position, we're going to create a new vector 2. Its x value will always just stay the same, so this is going to be the game1 dot screen dot width divided by 2, and we want to subtract it. Here, let me put brackets around that. We want to subtract half of the length of the string, and this is how we're going to get that. We're going to put more brackets here, parentheses here, and we want to say sprite font dot measure string button list I divided by 2. So what this measure string method does in the sprite font is basically it takes the sprite font and takes a string, and it gets the length in pixels of, or the size basically of that string. And actually, you know what, it gives you a vector too, so you have to say dot x if you want to get the width, and then you just say dot y if you want to get the height. Looks like we're getting some errors here, some odd reason. Oh right, we haven't finished. Okay, and the color is also going to be different too. Here, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to declare a new color color variable, color, and I'm going to put an if statement here. It says if I equals selected, then color equals color dot yellow. Otherwise, else color will equal color dot black. I hope you guys understand that. Or we could just do this, color equals I equals selected question mark color dot yellow colon color semicolon dot actually colon, yeah, that's what it's called. This is basically the same exact thing as this. It's just more compact, and it's neat little trick. This question mark basically means that there's a conditional here, and these are the results, and this colon just basically means else, and these are the two values that color will equal. So if you didn't know that, it's a nice little trick you can use. So then we're going to put color as an argument in there. So what this should do, oh, you know what, one thing we did forget. Vector 2, we forgot to set the y coordinates. So this will basically be the same exact thing. This is going to be a little different. I'm going to add a new space here. It's going to be, see, game1. Actually put more parentheses here. Game1 dot screen dot height divided by 2. Okay, so the quantity of half the screen minus, and we want to get the sprite font dot line spacing times button list dot count, and we want to get that quantity, and we want to divide it by 2. Okay, and so this basically gets the top of where we want all our text to be, all our button text to be. So now what we want to do is we want to increment it, or basically each button we want to have it below the other. So what we're going to do is add sprite font dot line spacing times I. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Put parentheses around sprite font dot line spacing, and just place +3 or something, or actually plus line padding. I know nothing's gonna pop up because we didn't make that variable yet, but I'm gonna make a new variable. It's gonna be integer called line padding, and it's gonna be like equal to 3. And what this is basically gonna do is, oh, we're getting an error. Why are we doing that? Huh. I don't understand why we're getting an error. Oh, I see. Okay. Looks like we have an extra parenthesis. Yeah, right here. Yeah, that should fix it. Okay, so basically what this is going to do is it's going to get half the screen, go up to the top of the maximum height where we want to put all our buttons, and then it's going to go down, incrementing by the line spacing, which basically is the maximum height of the font, plus our line padding, which we set here. And we can adjust this to whatever you guys like. And yeah, and if it's selected, it's going to be it's going to show yellow. Otherwise, it's going to show black. And we're missing another parenthesis here. Oh, okay, yep, there we go. So yeah, this should be fine right now. And now the next thing we want to do is add this menu component to the game. So I'm actually going to go to the top, and I'm going to change the game state to menu as default. So you're going to start at the menu at the beginning of the game. So load content, where do we load all our stuff? Where is it? I guess we haven't done that yet. So menu component dot, it doesn't have that. That's weird. Okay, map maker dot, oh, we don't have that either. Okay, that's pretty weird. I could have sworn we made a load content method. Oh, right. I'm done. I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah, you know, I was saying the actual class name rather than the object name. So I'm just gonna put it here, make some lines, say mapmaker.load content, and then just say content. Put the content manager in there as an argument, and then I'm gonna say play, menu component.load. Oops, did it again. And that's because we haven't added a menu component yet. So menu component, menu component, and then we want to oh, we haven't assigned anything to this, so actually, yeah, you know what, in the initialize method we can just say mapmaker equals new mapmaker. Yeah, that should be good. And then menu component equals new menu component. Okay, so now we can say menu component dot load content. Okay, and then we can make another case statement right here, and our new string will be menu, and we want to update the menu component. Yeah, copy this and paste it in the draw method, and instead of updating it we want to draw, and we're going to put the sprite batch instead of game time. Okay, that sounds good. Why is this still green? Who knows? Okay, now let's go run it, see how it does. I'm gonna pause it until it's done. Okay guys, we got an error, and that's because we forgot to call sprite batch.draw before we start drawing stuff. So yeah, so before your for loop, just say sprite, sprite batch dot begin here, and sprite batch dot end here, and that's all you need. I'm gonna run it one more time and pause the video. Okay guys, looking good so far, except for our ammo and health showing right here, and we can easily get rid of that by adding another if statement to our HUD class. And so as you can see, when I press the up and down arrows, I can scroll down to the different buttons on our game, and I press enter, it does nothing right now, but that's going to be the next step. Is when we press enter, we're going to make another case statement depending on the selected integer, and depending on the value of that variable, it's going to do different stuff. Like it's going to set the game state to play, which will play the game. It's going to set the game state to mapmaker, which will put in the mapmaker. If you press exit, it's going to end the game, etc. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Subscribe for more. Please leave a like, rating, comment if you have any questions. I'm not going to do silly errors. Please try to figure out those out yourself. But if you have any suggestions or things you want to add to the game, feel free to. And yeah, hope to see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.